half an hour late, but we're here nonetheless.
But
Welcome, everybody to the Smackdown Penitentiary. I am one of your hosts, the Zia Silence, followed by my guy, the Mark Vic. How was your week?
it's pretty good. It's pretty good, man. It's been a lot of work and try to get things organized. You know what I mean? But wrestling was very, very entertaining and very interesting and evolving this week. But
I'm gonna be honest about wrestling, and I'm getting a little fed up with wrestling right now, and I hate to say that, but wrestling is not it's not giving me the power. It's not giving it to me no more right now.
Well, that's you know what? That means that you're growing up. You're showing your age. You're not like the rest of us that are immature. So it's because it's evolving, bro.
No, I don't.
It's evolving quite a bit. You know what I'm saying? That's it. Yep, that's it. That's it. You're done with it. You're turning into a Bruno San Martino fan.
No.
No,
I'm not going that far, but it's definitely making me lose a little bit, because this is outrageous at this point. And what I mean by outrageous at this point is WrestleMania going over there is you're only entertaining one type of fan, the Saudis.
Oh,
the
no,
Saudis.
it's not that. It's just
they're
paying a buttload of money, more money than anybody else is paying. Point blank, period. That's the American way. The American way.
No. That's not the American way.
This is straight fucking Ted DiBiase. You know what I mean? Everyone has a price. And come on, bro. They look if the fact that they got Shawn Michaels and Triple H to wrestle The Undertaker and Kane when they did, just shows everything. Come on, bro.
But it wasn't a good match.
It wasn't a good match, but it doesn't matter to the perspective of them. They made more money that night than they did at 4 nights of WrestleMania. You know what I mean? They're freaking the one of the basically look, WWF New York, where is it now? In Saudi Arabia. You know what I mean? It didn't last.
WWF New York. You mean the restaurant?
Yes, the restaurant, that one space, the retail location that's there 24/7. That has never happened again. Where is it now?
It's in WrestleMania?
No, it's in Saudi Arabia. WWE World. WWE World.
I did not know that. I did not know that.
WWE Worlds. That's it. It's there. They have a space there. That's retail. That's 24/7. That's in Saudi Arabia. Like, they have the cash in order to make these things happen. Now, mind you, as an American, especially right after 9/11, because some Saudis were involved, like, it kind of stings, because look at what they're doing. But everyone has a price for the $1 million man. You know what I mean? And let's be honest, the Saudis are some of the reasons why we're growing so much.
Well, I would be honest, I don't give a damn about the Saudis.
Who does? But it's not about us anymore, bro. It ain't about us anymore. Look at all the places that they're going. Look at everything that they're doing, and they're making buku money and talking about increasing the prices of the tickets again.
Yeah, man, get the hell out of here, yo.
That's why we're starting to get turned off, my guy. You know what I mean? It's not what we experience. It's not about us anymore.
It's not even about the fans no more. What do you mean? What?
I mean, no, but the fan base has evolved.
To what?
The fan base has evolved to mainstream. Just people that are, to the TikTok generation, to the people that, just want to see, and then they want to see it live, and they'll pay top dollar to see it live. That's where we at, fam. You know what I mean?
I will say that the people that show that do it on their TikTok, they do WWE on their TikTok, and they ain't there. Exactly. They ain't there. It's the mainstream people that have shows and shit like that. The Chris Van Vliet, the Jay Jackson Jr.,
Mhm.
Yeah, they go because the
Mhm.
tickets ain't nothing to them.
And
Or
not for
they
them.
probably got a free ticket. But
Yeah,
somebody like me trying to go there, it's like $1,000.
exactly. I
That's
was telling my wife the other day, I'll probably never go to a WWE event again. And mind you, and here's another thing: that annual event that they used to have here in Madison Square Garden right after Christmas, done,
yeah, they canceled it.
done,
They canceled it.
done. Those days are over. You know what I mean? Those days are
So
over. We're the hardcore fans that can just watch on TV now. You know what I'm saying?
so I want to looking at this, right? Everybody here looks miserable.
They do.
They look miserable. And what can you do? What can you do? Look at Charlotte,
Mhm.
Sean, Taker, Liv,
Mhm.
Stephanie, all of them. They look miserable. And I don't
They
even
probably hate performing over there.
they have to. They have to.
Mhm.
I know what Bianca said in all, but that can't be how. I mean, well, I put it like this: she probably did feel like that, but it can't. Nobody wants to do the WrestleMania there, man. Like the women there don't want to. They don't want to do the WrestleMania there. They interests are going to be fucked up because you can't show your outfit or not. It it. I'm just saying, man. This is terrible. It is
Mm.
terrible to me, and I'm I'm slowly backing away from wrestling. And
Mm.
this is making me. I don't want to say. I'm not going to say hate. I'm not going to say this. It's this. I dislike it right now, and it's going on a down. It's going on a down plane right now because I've been disliking wrestling for a while, and it just when you think that hey, maybe we could do something else. No, hold on. Let's give you another reason to dislike it. So already the wrestling is damn near non-existent on some shows, right? Some shows
That's true.
we got we got a lot of wrestling, and then other shows, eh, just and then we got this, and like I it's just so it's frustrating being a wrestling fan right now. It's very frustrating being a wrestling fan. So I just wanted to say that and get into that because these people do not look at all happy. I think that speaks volumes, and I would be surprised if they're not there next year.
I mean, I wouldn't take it that far, but as far as them not being there next year, but I'm very curious to what the demands are going to be. You know why? Because like I feel like the Saudis are the only place where they can demand what's it going to be in the match, what the show is going to be a part of. Like that example that I said in the beginning when it comes to um, Goldberg and Shawn Michaels and Triple H doing that match. You know what I mean? Like they
But,
have they can
but
take certain liberties as to asking this. So who knows what they're going to ask of the wrestlers? I think that's one of their main concerns. And plus building to a WrestleMania, um, that's going to end up there. That's going to take a toll on them. I mean, but it's going to be very, very different. I mean, mind you, this place is evolving and evolving fast. I mean, look, we're leading to WrestlePalooza. You feel me? Like it's not what it was, bro.
listen,
Yeah.
listen, that not one match that they had that was reserved for legends
Mm.
has been good. Not
Exactly.
one.
But I
And now
mean,
they're talking about The Rock and Stone Cold. Don't give me that. Don't give me that. Because then you're gonna fuck up the classics. You're gonna fuck up the classics.
I agree.
They're trying to get Shawn Michaels and Taker. No, just they done. They
Yep.
done.
Yep. Nobody wants to see that anymore. I mean, like if they have people like, like when Donald Trump and Vince McMahon did that whole thing, if they have people like fight for them and then they do a spot, that probably would work if they do something like that. But like, nah, that's none of that is necessary. Mind you, like, they've had a bunch of crown jewels, they've had a bunch of other stuff. So they could
Listen,
definitely make it work.
listen, all that shit that they've had with legends, it's been bad. It's been bad. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. I
Mm.
it's can you name me a match at Saudi with the legends that was good?
No, I mean, but that's my point. That's why they pretty much stopped doing it. They brought them more into the show. That was in the beginning, like in the first couple of years, where they just needed these big marquee names. But look, they did Roman Reigns and Logan Paul, and it worked. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
they're still in their prime.
Yeah, that's the thing. So they don't necessarily need to rely on the old heads in order to do that. In the beginning, they did because that whole thing was fresh and brand new, and like people wasn't they wasn't necessarily ready for it. And the other thing that I noticed that even the women wrestlers, like when that first match happened between Lacey Evans and Natty, they literally had to wear long T-shirts with their logo on it, and that's slowly been evolving over the years, and they've adapted um, to just have the ability to do things there. Like the Saudi Arabia is going to be a big part of wrestling for a while. And I know for us it might feel like they're selling out or like, you know what I mean?
Oh,
Um,
they have definitely sold out.
because mind you, one thing that I noticed, and I don't know if you saw Worlds Collide, when they had mentioned it, you could hear the crowd screaming that. Like you sold out, you sold out, you sold out. And that's another
My
reason
name is
why.
Carla Basadre.
Wait,
I'm
what
originally
the
from
fuck?
Peru. I also
Paul. It is official.
No, it was just the video.
2027 WrestleMania 2026. We also want.
Oh man. But yeah, and then mind you, the only reason I think this happened is because apparently it was leaked. And so they had to jump the gun and make a press conference. So that the other reason why I think they were looking like that is because they probably had to run over there, and they were all tired as fuck. You know what I mean? That's what I assumed at least from the beginning. But yeah, man, this whole thing definitely has mixed feelings. But I think it's definitely going to be a spectacle, bro. It's definitely going to be a spectacle.
Are you on board with this?
It doesn't matter though. That's the thing. I'm old already. My opinion is irrelevant. You feel what I'm saying? That's the reality of this situation. Like that's what I said from the beginning. Like everybody has a price with $1 million man. Like TKO is not going to look at things the same way that Vince McMahon did, as far as like loyalty or whatever. You know what I mean? Especially when they get rid of freaking the Christmas show in Madison Square Garden. This is not the family business that it was. You know what I'm saying? Like this is a big corporation just seeking profits. And in Saudi Arabia, there's a ton of profits. And mind you, like, look at all the golf that they're doing in Saudi Arabia. Look at all of the stuff that they're doing in Saudi Arabia, buying a whole bunch of Americans. You feel what I'm saying? Like, this is a financial institution. You feel me? Like, and plus, the more money you make under your social security number, the more you got to pay in taxes, and it doesn't matter what country you live in or what country you emigrate to.
I ain't gonna lie. Bring Vince back. So I'm sorry.
Maybe.
I'm sorry. This is
maybe. I mean, but here's the thing: people like me and you have that perspective because we're old already. You know what I mean? We want our old wrestling, but we ain't getting that back.
Yeah.
Maybe in AEW.
Oh god. Oh god.
Yeah.
Oh man.
No, but listen, man. I know I'm talking a lot of shit, but I feel you, bro. I feel you. But I've accepted the fact that those days are over. You feel what I'm saying?
It's terrible, man.
Yeah,
Terrible.
man.
I just can't. All right. Anyway, on to the SmackDown show, because that I just had to get that out the way.
I feel you.
It's God.
I mean, SmackDown started funny, especially with those technical difficulties on Brock Lesnar.
So SmackDown, listen, and this is I want to say this because I don't know why he was there. I don't know why he was there.
Who, Brock?
Yeah, yes, and yes and no. I'm saying yes because
this whole show was a promo for WrestlePalooza. You know that.
Oh God. But like R-Truth comes down here. Why?
Because
Why?
R-Truth is a representation of John Cena. And John Cena is not scheduled to be at that SmackDown. They're just promoting the fight. It's simple, bro. Like, I don't understand why. It's very simple.
It's not that. I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about.
Oh, you're not talking about the logistics. I see you. Okay.
Yes, I'm not talking about logistics. What sense did it make for him to be there? Because it didn't make me. It didn't make me look forward to the match. It didn't do anything. Like he said nothing. R-Truth said nothing. It was filler. I'm gonna use your words. It was your words. It was filler for sure.
Facts.
Brock ripped his pants.
That was hilarious.
And R-Truth took a see Brock ripped his pants, and R-Truth took F5. Nonetheless, that's what we get to start the show. But anyway, we're moving on, and we see Sami Zayn talking to Dragon Lee, and we understand that they're going to have a match.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I felt like that was more of a Worlds Collide promo, which was a great show, by the way. Like, yeah. I was thoroughly surprised as to how entertained I was. Like, I mean, even though like I speak Spanish and I'm Latino and things like that, I'm just like, I was introduced to wrestling as an American, if that makes sense. So I never really got into like the Mexican wrestling and things like that, or the Japanese wrestling or anything like that. You know what I mean? And man, I was thoroughly entertained by that show. I'm not gonna lie, I'm actually happy that Dominic Mysterio is the Mega World Champion, and like now he's
hold it. Put a pin in that because we're gonna talk about that later as well.
Bet.
Now we see. I'm not gonna lie. We see Solo, and Solo has a powerful vignette. I'm not gonna lie. This was all you needed for Solo. I loved it, every bit of it. Solo, this is what you need for Solo. I thought it was powerful as hell.
I'm happy about it because I thought he was basically gonna get buried after dropping the title, because I felt like he needed a belt.
He needed something, and he needed something for sure. But I think that it kind of reset him a little bit, and now he can get back to whatever he's gonna do, which is probably go after Sami Zayn or something. Or something like that. But I just don't want him to keep going at him and then it gets redundant You know what I'm saying? Like it gets old and it gets.
Well, I mean, it works because they were both on the bloodline. I feel like that's why it works, and it kind of keeps a little bit of that storyline going, um, to where it could probably lead to something else. You know what I mean? Because they were in this group. Whenever they cross paths, there's always going to be a little bit of that. You know what I mean? Kind of
Yeah.
like Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton being legacy members. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's not mentioned much, but there's still a little bit of that. That's why they that's the reason why I think it works. But I definitely see what you mean, and like where they end up just fighting each other over and over and over, and until it gets old.
Yeah. So we got a executive consultant coming in.
Oh.
Are you coming in, sir?
Or is he? Sometimes he does that just to watch the show.
No. All right. So now we're moving along, and we have Sami Zayn versus Dragon Lee, and by now it's almost, I don't know, it's almost a half an hour into the show, and this is the first match. This is what I'm talking about. Like, by now, if this was Attitude Era or Ruthless Aggression Era, by now I would at least had a match. I don't care if it was a quick match. I would have at least had a match. It's a half an hour almost into your show, your 2-hour show, and you're just now giving me 2021, 20 minutes, 21 seconds, and you start a match. That is your show. That's the way you start. But nonetheless, the match between these two was really good. I'm not gonna lie. I thought it was. I am familiar with Ray Phoenix, but not that familiar. If that makes any sense. Like I know who he is, and I know he's done but it in WWE, I don't feel like he's had better matches than Penta.
No, I really wonder why they keep them away from each other. I really wonder why.
I'm telling you, the comeback is, they're gonna get together and they're gonna face the Usos, possibly this WrestleMania or maybe next WrestleMania.
Yeah,
it's gotta happen.
It's this WrestleMania.
If it's
in Vegas, I hope it's this WrestleMania. It makes more sense. If it's going to be in Vegas, then that makes it. I mean, well, the Worlds Collide was in Vegas, so then something like that should definitely happen. Or we're freaking Penta fighting for the Mega Championship. But I just find it interesting. Mind you, Ray Phoenix was part of this show, but then he had nothing to do with AAA show, and he's Mexican. So, like, I really wonder what the long-term booking is on this, because I know it's something special. Because I just find it very interesting, like, to not introduce the Lucha Bros in any form or fashion. Yeah. And mind you, when this is what they're known for. So, like, and it might be that they're just trying to build them as individuals. But, yeah, bro, like, these guys are just known to be together like that, like the Briscoes. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
these guys are just known for that. So I'm very curious to see what happens.
I will say that I don't know. I don't know. They making more money for the Usos. I mean, not the Usos, but they making more money for themselves, and then getting them together, and then maybe it works. I don't know. I don't know how many people are getting Phoenix shirts, but I know it's a lot of masks and stuff out there for.
See, you know, they got a lot of. The thing is that in the Mexican community, like, they got a lot of history, bro. So Penta sells masks. I probably as consistent as Rey Mysterio sells masks, because you know, the masks are all shaped a certain way that's personal to them. And you go to any Mexican community where they're just selling bullshit, little things, a whole bunch of different little things, you'll find the Rey Mysterio mask in there. and you'll know specifically that that's a Rey Mysterio mask. And a lot of the times you'll see it in Mexican flag colors, you know. And I say that to say that it's a part of the culture that's so unique when it comes to the luchadors that, in my opinion, it's one of the smartest business moves they could make, because Rey Mysterio is a hustler and a half. So Penta is just on that same wavelength. And yo, oh man, this guy has masks everywhere, all different colors, all different. Man, listen. Anyway, but I can't wait to see them get together. I really can't, because it's gonna be a pop and a half. And if whatever it is that they do it, maybe they face each other first. That would be interesting. You know what I mean? But anyway, I'm ready.
Probably WWE will not do that, and probably just be like, oh, put these guys there together. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, the match between them two still goes on for 15 minutes. 15,
I mean,
20 minutes.
And mind you, I feel like that's Sami Zayn putting this guy over hardcore. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he's definitely doing a John Cena, because John Cena put people over when he did that.
I could see that.
Because I mean, like, I feel like Sammy's at his peak. I don't think he really is gonna be top guy, top champion. But a high mid card, yeah. You know, because he's been around for about a decade already.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like, but outside of comedy, there's not much that, you know. You know, but when he goes to Canada, like, it's a big pop type shit. But, like, you know, like, I'm saying, like, I'm not gonna put him in the job squad. You feel me? But still, like, you know, he's he's like Natty status. You feel what I'm saying? Like, he's gonna help.
Well, Natty's going on everywhere and doing better than she would ever do in WWE. So I'm cool with Natty being.
She was just in AAA. I feel like if Sami Zayn were to show up in AAA as Il Generico with a mask on, oh man, it would pop. You know what I mean? But my point is just that, like,
they didn't keep her. They didn't keep B-Fab away. I mean, they didn't put her back with the Profits to keep her from the ring, because she went and had a match.
Mm-hmm.
We have Julia and B-Fab talking smack to one another, and we have Julia coming down, and then we have a commercial break, and yada yada yada. We had a commercial break, and then we had a Wyatt. Yeah, she was in the ring. Then we had a Wyatt promo. So Julia sits in the ring for, I don't know, 4 or 5 minutes, listening to the same song.
I noticed that at shows. I noticed that when you go to a show, you peep that. Like, when there's a commercial, they're just standing around in the ring. Mm-hmm. And then all of a sudden, when it gets that commercial, they come back and they doing shit with the crowd, with the music. Their music goes on a lot longer than normal, than you would think.
So I don't even know what this promo was. So I can't even speak about it. So nonetheless, B-Fab comes in the ring. Well, she barely gets in the ring, but she got jumped. And then we get Michin. She's back with the kendo stick. Michin, she's still going for this title. She's give her the belt already, man.
She's another Sami Zayn.
God damn, I'm tired of this shit, man.
She's another Sami Zayn, though. Like, you know what I mean? She's not gonna get the top. She'll get the middle, hold it for a little bit. You know what I mean? If there's like a Blasian parade in the West Coast, she'll hold it for that, and then, you know, lose it to somebody. You know what I mean? Just like Selena Vega had it for the Puerto Rican Day Parade. You know what I mean?
I definitely think Michin is better than Vega. Why we don't even see Vega now?
Nah, bro. Vega got better mic skills. Much better mic
Okay,
skills.
that's it. That's
Right?
it.
No, I mean, but she always takes a break every time 9/11 happens because her father died in 9/11.
Yeah. Okay, that's true. Yeah. Chris says Mia Yim has been chasing the championship before. Yeah, she before it was made. Since she's been chasing that since before the championship was made.
Exactly. She's another Sami Zayn.
I'm not gonna lie, this was very random in terms of WWE. But I 100% was there for it.
That was a good match, bro.
So we then
they put out all the stops on that one.
We then go to the but our it should have main evented, but what are you going to tell Randy Orton? You know,
facts.
We get the announcement of the announcement, WWE and what's going on, and I'm not one smile, man. I'm not one smile from them people. I am anyway. Aleister Black, he killed it. I don't know what he was talking about, but he killed it. It couldn't have been nothing that hurt him. That's facts. What I'd say. Could that had nothing to do with her. Now, where the hell this was hurting her entrance? I don't know where the hell it was off to the side instead of in front. What the hell? I don't know. But anyway, it just came off a little dry, you know, a little dry. But she looked like money.
She always looked money.
She looked like money. Yeah, man. And then Tiffy come out there.
It's Tiffy time. Tiffy time's over, bro. Like,
I don't know how.
Tiffy time is over.
I don't know how because
Tiffy got no mic skills. Tiffy got no promos. Even though everybody's still rocking on bitch, I don't do that karate shit. You know what I mean?
It's you know what? And another thing,
Bitch, shut up before I kick you in the face again. Nobody gives a damn about that karate shit.
See, you know what I mean? Yeah. That's one of the best promos Jade ever did.
Another thing I wanted to say is why did they not even have an announcer? Like, are we just not going to give this match anything? So that was a little.
You know, I mean, it was a filler match, though. It wasn't. I mean, I kind of had a feeling no titles were going to be changed. The way that they executed though was interesting with a double count out, like, you know. But I get it because they want to keep Jade looking strong for when they give her the title. But the Nia Jax element, you know, just Nia Jax coming through and doing her Yokozuna. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
I thought that was interesting. So they're probably just gonna make it a triple threat, and that's where Jade can dominate. But then also they'll keep Tiffany looking strong because, like, for example, if Jade pins Nia Jax and then wins the championship, you know, it works out. Then, you know, her and Tiffany can have it back later or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But I personally feel like Tiffy time is over. You know, and they need to just put this belt on Jade already and let her rock with it. You know what I mean? Unless they wait for Black History Month. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
but that's
God,
too far away.
Way too far. That's way too far.
That's too far away. I feel like, she should get it. If not a WrestlePalooza, then, at least Survivor Series or something.
Who's crazy? What? Jade or who are you talking about?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's him. It's him. I don't know why he just doesn't get on here, but all right.
What do you mean she's not? Who said that she wasn't over? Like, no, I mean, Tiffy time is finished. That's what you talking about?
No, it's not. No, it's not. She's still over. Did you hear that pop in reaction to us the other night? Did you hear it?
Man,
on Tuesday?
On Friday.
No. It's getting old already. She's
He's right. It is getting old.
Right. No. So you hold on. This is where the Mark Victor Rodriguez and I clash, because he said Tiffy is over as in not over but over, but Zelina Vega it was over. Right? I heard you on title run. Like I don't.
I never said Zelina Vega was over. She was all about representation. I didn't say she was over. I'm biased to her because she's from Queens. That's the
difference. God.
There's a difference.
That's New York, bro. That's New York.
In the house, baby.
Okay. Well, who we talking about? Tiffy, where's she from? Tennessee?
Exactly. Nobody even knows.
Minnesota.
She's not over
she's from Minnesota.
Nobody even knows that she's not over anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Nobody pays attention to Minnesota until it's time to play football. Look, all I'm saying is that Tiffy is way over. That crowd was hot that night. They were split down the middle between her and Jade Cargill. It was great. I can't.
They were split down the middle between her and Jade Cargill. Okay, so it was Macho Man and Hulk Hogan. All right, beautiful. And who's gonna end up winning? Macho Man. It's time for Jade to take over because Tiffy time is finished. Okay.
I would love for Jade to bring that championship home.
All right, so then why are you hating? Why are you?
I'm not hating. I'm not going to sit here. I've been on Tiffany. I've been on Tiffany time for a while. I saw Tiffany in NXT and said that's a future WrestleMania main event, and I still believe that Tiffany is hot.
Didn't she do that already?
No, she has a main event in WrestleMania.
You mean main event WrestleMania? Nah.
Main event. She's main eventing in WrestleMania.
You think she's going to do a Becky Lynch and main event in WrestleMania? All right, let's see if she does that in Saudi Arabia.
Sasha Banks, Bianca Belair, Charlotte Flair. Let's see what.
Let's see if she does that in Saudi Arabia.
Why are we making Saudi Arabia jokes?
Let's see if she does that.
Why are we making Saudi Arabia jokes?
Let's see if she does that in Saudi Arabia, and she's gonna main event WrestleMania. Let's see that.
She ain't doing it in Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia is going there the year after next.
Okay, so let's see.
2020 Tiffany Stratton. You could bookmark this episode right now to Smackdown Penitentiary. I'm telling you, WrestleMania 44. Tiffany Stratton is going to main event one of those nights.
Okay, we'll see about that. We'll see about that. And how many memorable promos does she have?
None.
What are you talking about? She does have a memorable promo. Remember the one? Okay.
Outside of it's Tiffy time.
Do you not remember the time? Do you not remember the episode where it was her and Charlotte Flair?
Where she went off script?
Because Charlotte Flair cooked her first? When she went off script?
Charlotte went off script first. Charlotte went off script first to try to make Tiffy look like it wasn't Tiffy time. And Tiffy said, okay, you know what? This is how we're going to play that game. Mm-hmm. And she also had a great good promo against Alexa Bliss and Bayley. Or was it Alexa Bliss and Charlotte? It was Alexa Bliss and Charlotte. And she was like, you two are a little vintage for me.
That was there we go. Okay. Yeah,
that was crap.
New setup. I can't do this shit. All right, go ahead.
Anyway, we moving on.
Now it pissed me off so much. I'm officially here now.
Yeah, good.
You wanted it, and we're here now. Let's go.
Yeah, we get Chelsea Green.
You got sensitive, man, because
I mean, it's Tiffy time.
You like the little wedding.
I did see the fight, Maria. Go ahead.
You got sensitive trash with the weddita. Like, all right, Liv Morgan is better, but okay.
Liv Morgan,
thousand times.
I don't know about that.
Liv Morgan is 10 times better than Tiffany Stratton.
She's definitely not 10 times better.
And when it comes to mic skills, bro,
God dang it.
What? Come on, bro. When it comes to those mic skills, she ain't got nothing on Liv Morgan. You know what I mean? Liv Morgan can come back, cut a promo, and have the crowd captivated. Because Tiffany Stratton knows. She knows how to hype things up, and that's it. Like, the problem is that she was much better as a heel. When she's a heel,
Tiffany's better as a heel.
You know what I mean? But as a babyface, she's just there, smiley, whatever. That's what my whole thing is like, yo, her shit is done. Like, give something to Jade and see what happens. You know what I mean? But
it's not done. But I think they are about to give it to Jade because I think that's why they put Nia in this match.
Yeah, and mind you, Nia Jax is great as a heel. You know what I mean?
I feel like I personally, I would rather see Nia had the title over Jade. I feel like Nia's title run last year was actually really, really good.
It was.
And people sleep.
But can you get that? Can you get that match to Mania?
What Nia? Where? Oh, to where Nia
Jade?
Yeah, I think
that's not the match for WrestleMania. That's not the match for WrestleMania.
That's bullshit. Then that's bullshit.
I don't think so.
Even though they have not had a proper one-on-one match, so I would love to see it, but I doubt it's happening.
I mean, because Jade Cargill is all about strength more than anything else. So I think that will definitely showcase her very well. If she does some kind of crazy spot where, like, she, you know what I mean, where she does some wild shit tonight, I think that would work for her.
Maria, crack kills. Look, all I'm saying is
thank you, Maria. You're absolutely right.
Jade is going to win the championship probably by pinning Nia. So Tiffany Time doesn't have to take the L. But your money match is going to be Bianca Belair when she comes back.
Oh yeah. Yeah, definitely. I mean, like if Jade is the champion and then Bianca tries to take it off, I think that'll work.
It's just who's going to be the heel. I think they're going to try to make it Bianca.
I mean, they can even make it work as a baby.
It should be Jade. I think Jade's better as a heel.
Yeah, I would love to see Bianca as a heel right now, even though it's like, because mind you, like,
go ahead.
Like Kofi Kingston is a prime example of somebody who like is too nice, so it's hard to see them as a heel. But he is doing amazing things as a heel. Like he is just freaking like the New Day is doing great things and with this heel run right now. Especially Kofi Kingston. Yeah, it's just comedy. It's comedy, bro. It is comedy gold.
Just because it's comedy doesn't mean it is good.
It is gold, bro. It's freaking amazing. I'm loving every minute of it. It is hilarious. And I think they could do that. I think they could do stuff like that with Bianca.
The New Day has gone.
I mean, and look at Naomi too. Like, wow, she was so nice.
Naomi took something and ran with it. The New Day did not. Right? Yeah. The New Day are entertaining as far as their backstage skits and what they do in the ring and the thing they have going on with Grayson Waller. I will give you that. But their stock has dropped so much, it's hard for me to take them seriously when they're on right now. And that's the problem.
I mean,
the New Day. And they're arguably, even though a lot of people don't give them the credit, they're arguably one of the greatest tag teams of all time. They really are.
Yeah, but how long have they been around? Yo, they had penny championships, bro. How long ago was that?
How long has the Usos been around, and we're over here talking about a big money match with them for WrestleMania?
No, but like
the thing is, the Usos longer than the New Day.
Yeah, but the Usos are not necessarily together right now. I mean, they are now that this whole thing. But the thing is that they split up. The New Day never completely did, mind you. The way after, like they thought they were going to split up, and then they just made them turn heel instead of a split up. You feel what I'm saying? Like Jimmy and Jay have been. You know, they fought each other. They had you know what I mean? I don't cut it as the same. I mean, you could say that because they had a lot of history, but still, like they broke up. It's like comparing the Rockers to the Legion of Doom or something.
People still talk about the Rockers.
Yeah.
All right. We get a preview of next week with Mello and Sammy, and then
that should be a good match.
It should definitely be a good match. And now we're going into
next year.
Now we're going into the match. So before we get into this, I just want to put it out there. Did you realize that SmackDown had 3 matches in 2 hours? 3 matches, 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
I did not. But I did feel like when I saw Randy Orton versus Drew McIntyre, I was like, wow, we're here already. And it wasn't just because of 2 hours.
No, It's pretty bad.
One thing I've noticed though is that the matches are longer now.
Well, Triple H always believes in longer matches because they don't have as many matches. You can see that from their stats. They don't have as many matches each year as they used to. So they have longer matches, and that's also a reason why their PLEs are still the same amount of time, but they have longer matches and shorter matches, period, if that makes sense. Longer match time, shorter matches. I'm not a fan of it for SmackDown Raw, personally. I've always verbalized how much I cannot stand that. I feel like there should be shorter matches because I feel like Raw and SmackDown should be the appetizer to the PLE, which is your main course. That was a Vince McMahon thing. He gives you one good match, one solid match, and then all the other ones you get one segment, one before a commercial. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't get the commercial break in the middle of the match for every single match. You come out there, you have your match before the commercial to move along your story on Raw or SmackDown, and that's it. That's what he used to do. Yeah. You get one TLC quality match or something like that, a Raw or SmackDown, to sit here and say, okay, yeah, we're doing this for you. But your good match, because the thing is, he wants you to, if you want to see a real quality wrestling, he wants you to buy the pay-per-view. Right? Vince McMahon has been brought up a lot this past week, really thanks to the idiot from TKO giving him praise. Because he said, hey, we're pricing you out because Vince wasn't doing the proper thing by getting your money because he wanted you to bring your wife and children. Right? That's pretty much what he said. And everybody said, oh, Vince ain't the devil after all. You know? And I mean, somebody who goes to wrestling, I say, hey, prices are expensive. You know.
Yeah. And they're getting even more expensive. They're turning it into Broadway shows.
They pretty much say, yeah, we don't care about your wallet anymore. And the thing is, people will still go and pay it.
Yes, the demand is higher than it was before. And people will pay higher prices, and like it's to me, it's become like the traveling Broadway. You know how expensive Broadway is. You know what I'm saying? Most New Yorkers don't go to Broadway. You know what I mean? But that's what this has become, and it's kind of sad because we can't go anymore.
Yeah.
But fuck it. At least we get to watch it on TV. Anyway. What will happen with the next match?
We see Drew McIntyre ready to hit, ready to do what Cody he did to Cody, and lo and behold, he's back. We get Cody back. Hopefully, this isn't he's done with his filming on Street Fighter.
That was quick.
Listen, it is very quick, but he was going for like a month. I think.
Was he on that long?
I think so.
Yeah,
not long enough.
So I don't know. Maybe they got him. They get Roman out there. 50 Cent just posted his pictures of him being ball rog. I don't know. Maybe. But
they're spending money on this. That movie better.
I am scared.
That Jean-Claude Van Damme movie, like that shit was basura.
First of all, I like the Jean-Claude Van Damme movie. Watch my right. I love that movie.
Bro. What they did to Ryu and Ken in that movie was a travesty, bro. Like
just don't look at it as a Street Fighter movie. You'll be fine. It was a great movie. Raul Julia and Bison was just
that was the only good part. Was Raul Julia and Bison, bro. But freaking everything else. Everything else is
I thought Jean-Claude did fine as Guile, but I don't. Let me tell you something.
He sounded way too French to be Guile, bro. Come on.
Oh, bro. No, he did. He sounded American as pie.
No, he did not. Not at all, bro. I'm happy that Cody Rhodes is Guile, bro. Look at him. He looks like Guile, bro. I'm happy.
With a lisp. A Guile with a lisp.
Hey, that's better than a fucking French ass.
Boom.
I mean, like Jean-Claude back then needs to just stick to doing the kicks and talking. You know what I mean? And then,
Look, the Street Fighter cast. The Street Fighter cast looks very impressive. However, they don't look impressive for a Street Fighter movie. I think almost everyone is not a good cast. You got Cody Rhodes is not Guile. Roman Reigns can put a hair in the bun all he wants. He's not a Kuma. Right? No. 50 Cent might can do Balrog.
He looks just like him. I saw the pictures. He looks just like him.
You know, I would have, you know, if they're gonna go crazy celebrity, I would have gone Mike Tyson, but you know, that would have popped. You feel what I'm saying?
No, man, get out of here.
Come on, man. Mike Tyson would be down to do that shit too. He's cool like that. You know what I'm saying? So like, that shit would have been popping. Anyway,
we get Cody Rhodes, and he says him and Drew McIntyre at WrestlePalooza. I'm glad that he came in then, but still he fucking it fucking took 2.5 hours for him to come.
mm-hmm.
Pause.
Women hate that.
Yo, nobody was thinking about that, man.
God damn. Shit.
Oh my god, that's crazy.
Needless to say, I wanted to talk about Worlds Collide before we get up out of here.
What?
I thought it was
What's that?
What?
Worlds Collide. It was the show in Vegas. The
Smackdown?
The AAA show in Vegas.
Somebody watched it?
Where Dominic Mysterio became the AAA Mega Champion. El Sucio de los Sucios. I think it's great. And mind you,
the dirtiest of the dirty.
Yeah. So mind you, the way that he made his father put the belt on him was just, was just classic booking, because I feel like they just keeping that story going about Rey Mysterio being a deadbeat dad and whatever. And
they are, because they don't want to be away from each other.
No, I guess not,
to a certain extent.
I guess not, but I just found it interesting how how much Dominic is getting over. And I think that this is going to help AAA as far as because Dominic is clearly going to come out with the Intercontinental Championship and with both belts, and they're going to talk about it and they're going to promote it and all of that. So it's going to be interesting. And the Mexicans, I'm sure everybody. And mind you, the other thing is that it was Mexican Independence Day. So that was an added bonus, And then the other thing is that promo that Penta hit in the beginning, it kind of made me look at him a little differently, because he doesn't really cut promos on English television. So, yeah, bro, I really enjoyed it. You know what I mean? As a Latino, I enjoyed it. You know what I mean? But because I was never into AAA.
Well, you shouldn't be into AAA. I'm still not into AAA. I don't understand why we're doing it.
Because it was a good show.
What? It was a good show. What?
My problem with it. My problem with AAA is not that I'm hating. My problem with AAA is the fact that you purchase this promotion to do what? Turn it into yet another one of your fucking brands.
Yeah.
Well,
they have too much. They have too much. It's too much wrestling.
You know what?
Though, and then you see all these. Now you're talking about it on the main roster. You mentioned on Raw. You mentioned on SmackDown. You sending guys down there. I gotta watch fucking arrival videos of Undertaker and Shawn Michaels and Triple H and Penta and Rey Mysterio throughout the entire episode of SmackDown, which is why they only had 3 matches, because I had to see everybody's going out of Worlds Collide, right? You're bringing the championships over. Oh, you know what this is reminding me? All Elite Wrestling. Why am I seeing all these titles on the main roster? Why am I seeing all these wrestlers over there? I can't keep up. You bought the thing. You say, "Oh, we're not changing anything. We're keeping it the same." Yet I'm seeing, okay, you can put a rain cloud on my head all you want, but bottom line is, I'm watching these people. They're on the show and they're being sent to AAA. I'm like, okay, are we watching AAA or are we watching yet a 4th brand? Right? Because that's how I'm feeling. I'm watching a 4th freaking brand. You got me with listening to Corey Graves on there as well, so I'm a little pissed off about that. Then you got the referees now. It's WWE referees, all right? Because that's the guy from NXT. He's over there. He's calling the matches as well. Like, why are we turning this into WWE and not AAA? Why we're not?
You know what's crazy though? Jillian Hall doing the Star Spangled Banner.
See my point?
Was pretty close. Was pretty close to
Jillian Hall.
Yeah.
Garcia.
Jillian Garcia. Why did I say Hall?
Lillian Garcia.
Lillian. Oh wow, yeah, Lillian Garcia. Yeah, Lillian Garcia. Her doing the Star Spangled Banner was really, really good. It was also similar to the one she did right after
Get this shit off my head.
Right after 9/11 happened. You know what I mean? So
nonetheless, I wanted to highlight. I wanted to highlight some of the matches here because I thought the Worlds Collide was great. I don't have anything bad to say about it. I got to see Natty. That's cool. Always, she got a dub. But I thought that
that's the only person that benefits. Natty wants all the brands. Natty wants all the brands. Raw, SmackDown, NXT, Evolve. She's like, give me that. Give me that. She's like Samuel L. Jackson in the early 2000s. She just says anything.
She's acting like Sasha Banks.
The Wyatt Six showed up, and
that was interesting.
Yeah, because it's not like they had to be on SmackDown.
I don't. Yeah, they weren't on SmackDown. So
let me ask you a question. Sami Zayn and Carmelo had a promo where they were talking about the United States Championship match they're probably going to have soon, right? In the background, there was somebody, and I could not make out who it was.
That was Solo.
No, Solo had a promo. No, Solo had a promo after. I don't think he was in the background. Was he in the back? It could have been him. Maybe. I don't think it doesn't make sense for it to be Solo. Somebody was in the background lurking. I thought it might be Shinsuke Nakamura.
Oh God! Again,
that would be interesting.
What? I gotta see this now. I didn't.
That would be interesting. He is part of the U.S. title picture, but I thought he was released like Andrade.
No, he's not. He's not Andrade. Oh. Can we talk about Andrade? Was that on the agenda or no?
I mean, no. I'm just saying Charlotte Flair's got some pull, like, because after they broke up and that was like blown up, I don't think we've seen Andrade since.
Yeah, I can't see who it was. But
do you see somebody?
Nonetheless, yeah, I see somebody back there, but you can't see who it is.
No, maybe it was an extra. I thought it was somebody because it looked conspicuous. And you know, WWE's ever since Triple H took over, he has this thing where you always have to pay attention to the background because you don't know who's back there, especially if they're not actually on TV. So sometimes they'll put it back there just to say, "Hey, look, we can justify you coming flying all the way out here."
That's wild.
It's the truth.
That's wild.
Triple H always when New Day was when Grayson Waller and Austin Theory were breaking up, every week they were backstage.
It's Shinsuke.
Speaking about Austin Theory, where is Austin Theory?
Austin Theory got injured, so they had to expedite their breakup because they were about to break up. They were arguing every week backstage randomly. You didn't even hear what they were arguing about. New Day was doing the same thing for a while. It's crazy. They come to work and they're like, "Hey, boss, what you got for me?" Well, you're gonna have to be backstage and having conversations no one can hear. Sounds good.
That's gotta suck.
That's just the way of justifying them being on air. Vince would have had them out there in the audience, not audience in the ring, and say, "You here? Take this 3-minute match and get out my face."
Nonetheless, I also want to talk about Dirty Dom Mysterio. Come on, Dirty Dom Mysterio winning.
El sucio de los sucios.
What did you say?
The dirtiest of the dirty.
Yeah. Oh well, excuse me. I don't know Espanol. But I don't. How long now? He definitely is losing the Intercontinental. He definitely is losing the Intercontinental. But
to whom? Penta?
AJ.
No. You know who the number one contender for the Intercontinental Championship is?
Who?
Rusev.
Rusev. Wow.
What? No, man. And first of all, are you serious?
Yeah, I believe he won a number one contendership match against Penta to be the number one contender for the Intercontinental Championship. So he can go face Dirty Dom. So when the Intercontinental Champion comes out, he can have no reaction.
They're trying to make him look good because they're bringing back Dragunov. So
Rusev and Dragunov will have the bangers. I will say that
they're gonna have
the problem is you have to reintroduce Ilya Dragunov because he wasn't on the main roster long enough for people to care.
Facts. I mean, it's probably best for him to go to NXT.
It might be good for him to go back to NXT because Ilya Dragunov, he can come back and be like, what's that woman name on SmackDown who manages Julia now?
Kiana James.
Yeah, Kiana James. Kiana James was on SmackDown for a cup of coffee, got injured for a freaking year. So they said,
She never showed up. She never showed up on Raw.
I thought she showed up. I thought she showed up in a helicopter. I don't know. Whatever. But Ilya Dragunov actually was on the main roster for about 2 months before getting injured. He was having some good matches and gaining some traction. But I think that in this injury, I think hurt him completely because he was not on long enough, you know?
Facts. So he's completely forgotten about already. So an NXT run will help him quite a bit.
Speaking of forget about, we're not talking about Andrade. We're not going to do that.
I mean, because Charlotte Flair got a lot of pull, and he's forgetting.
No, this has nothing to do with Charlotte Flair. Charlotte Flair and him ended somewhat amicably. They came to a peace. This is crybaby-ism from Andrade, who thinks he's a bigger star than what he is.
I mean, he should have been in the Triple Mania because he's a bigger star over there. So
they should have just put him.
I don't think he wanted to go.
Probably.
Yeah, I don't think he wanted to go. Quite frankly, he thinks he's a bigger star. He left WWE for AEW because he thinks he was a bigger star. He went to AEW, he was doing something for a while, and then AEW did AEW things, and he was not doing anything, and he got upset and went to WWE. Besides, he knew that Charlotte was still there, so he wanted to go back. But then she and Charlotte broke up. They still were doing something. But I'll say this: when Andrade showed up at Royal Rumble, they didn't really have much, right? They were doing something, and then they were doing leading into WrestleMania. I always say, unless you're a huge star, debuting before WrestleMania during WrestleMania season is not going to help you because odds are you're not going to get a WrestleMania match, right? Because you're not involved in plans. He was shoved into the plans because the match involved him and Rey Mysterio, but it was not supposed to be him and Rey Mysterio. It was supposed to be him and Dragon Lee. Then they did that whole angle with Carlito injured Dragon Lee. That was done intentionally, but not long-term plan because Andrade whined to get in the match. It made no sense for him to be in the match, but whined. Then they put him with Rey Fenix because Rey Fenix was floundering a little bit. But that tag team had no business being made. And most people knew it. No reason being made. You had all these tag teams, Fraction, DIY, Motor City Machine Guns, right? Great tag teams. I might joke about it, but they're all great tag teams. Then all of a sudden, Andrade and Ray got in there and started beating all these great tag teams. For what reason exactly? I don't understand.
That's true. I don't know what the reason is, and I wish Andrade the best because he's one of my favorite wrestlers. But
I think he'll be fine in the indie scene, like everybody else. You know what I mean? But if some people just don't rock in the American market, and it's unfortunate. I think that's happening to Julia, but we'll see. You know what I mean? Like some people just don't write.
They didn't write nothing for her. That's the problem. And then so the problem also is, right? Treat Julia like you're treating Stephanie. If you're going to give Stephanie time off so she can learn English and do the same for Julia. Now, I don't know. The rumor is that that's what they're doing with Stephanie. I don't know what they're doing with Julia. I don't know. But if it is, if you aren't, then what are you doing? Because you don't need to give her somebody to talk.
I'll give our researcher, Mad Dog Kelly. Let's find out. No, for real. I'm going to find out whether or not that's true because I don't see that being true. Because you can learn English, but you can still show up for Raw every Monday. Like that's. I mean, what did they send her to Oxford? Like no, because she was on NXT. She lives in fucking here in Orlando. So I will. I'll research that. I don't know why she had time off. I think she was actually nursing an injury. But I will say that as popular as Stephanie is, and she is very popular. I think she's more popular than any woman in the company right now, not named Rhea Ripley. And Julia, she also is very, very good, and she's on the upscale. But I think Stephanie, I think they see big things out of her. I really, really do. Stephanie McKeer is the next big thing when it comes to women. And Rhea Ripley, who I also believe was nursing a little bit of an injury, but should be back to wrestle next Tuesday at NXT Homecoming.
Yeah, not even Raw. Look, not even Raw. SmackDown.
She won't have to do as much.
SmackDown don't even have. You got 3 matches on SmackDown. You got 6 on Tuesday. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. Don't go to the main roster. Don't go to the main roster because you're gonna be sitting backstage. You're sitting backstage.
Oh.
But I think they sent a lot of people to AAA. And think about it. If Shawn Michaels and Triple H and Undertaker were all on AAA, and what were they in Los Angeles, Las Vegas?
Vegas, yeah.
Yeah, they were in Vegas for AAA, right? Who's running SmackDown?
That's what I was wondering.
Bruce Pritchard.
Who's running SmackDown? Oh God.
Where was SmackDown?
Brother Love. It was in Norfolk, Virginia.
Yeah.
That's not that far.
Not that far.
They showed arrivals of Triple H, Shawn Michaels, and Undertaker during SmackDown.
Okay.
Triple H said, "Where's SmackDown? Norfolk. Give him Cody, give him Drew McIntyre, give him Randy Orton, give him Brock Lesnar." So he made sure they were taking care of
remote work.
Seat arena. But
Remote
they didn't even
work
get Michael Cole. They didn't even get Michael Cole.
That's true.
They got Vic Joseph and Booker T. Michael Cole took a week off. But I was happy with Joe Tessitore on Raw. I like Joe Tessitore and Wade Barrett. They're my favorite commentary team.
That's true.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is the SmackDown Penitentiary.
Whoa, 1 hour, 6 minutes. What the hell's going on?
Yeah.
Wow.
1 hour, 6 minutes. We talked about.
Remember the days this used to be a PLE?
We talked about a lot today. So, we only had 3 matches, so it was very easy. But
exactly.
There's a lot to talk about in the world of wrestling, and we have not gotten together, the 3 of us, to talk in a while. But now, go ahead. Go ahead. For
the
you
executive
you said you wanted to talk about something, though.
I already did that. Beginning of the show. For 10 minutes, I went off about the announcement.
Oh, Saudi Arabia.
Yeah. We was talking about that.
Hell no, I'm not going.
You gonna go to Saudi Arabia? Chris?
Yeah. I have a joke. I have a joke will be counterproductive of the conversation I had before. I can't say it. But so no, I'm not going to Saudi Arabia. Hopefully we have some other plans for WrestleMania.
Get your passport ready.
I'm not going to Saudi Arabia. Yes, I watched boxing last night. It worked. At work. But that's one of the problems with boxing and MMA. Sometimes you have some great matches, and sometimes you have some boring matches that you wasted your money on. Thanks. And because it's not scripted, that's the only reason why I prefer WWE sometimes, because it's scripted and they go out their way to make sure that you're going to be entertained. Doesn't always succeed, but they try. Where at the end of the day, the Crawford Canelo match, you want to see a but. Crawford's about winning and Crawford's about that money. He's not there to, give you a show. Pay attention, people who don't like Jalen Hurts.
Well, speaking of Jalen Hurts, it's almost football time. So it is time to get up out of here. For the Executive Consultant, for the Mark Vic, I am the Zia Silent. And we want to say to everybody, where's my SmackDown thing? Where's my SmackDown? Oh, peace out, everybody.
Welcome to the Smackdown Penitentiary.